start recording also?
Yes,
Same
sir.
time. Okay, fine, done.
Good morning, good afternoon, sir. This is Omkar Vednekar from 8th SEM. I'm going to explain about my topic, Tesla turbine. And,
I'm not
and turbine.
wise.
As all we know, hello, sir.
Yeah. I'm hearing.
Yeah, like turbine. We know turbine is like a conventional device which converts like one form of energy into another form of energy by rotating by having a rotated motion. So I want to tell you about my Tesla turbine. Tesla turbine is nothing but a rotated device which, with the help of a fluid, it converts fluid energy into mechanical energy. And it is Tesla turbine is also known as bladeless turbine because Tesla in 1919 in 1913 Tesla came with some new idea. He replaced the blade of a turbine with a smooth disc with smooth disc, and by that he got the name as a bladeless turbine. Then we come to the history part, where on October 21st, Nikola Tesla filed a patent for a Tesla turbine, which he used smooth rotating device for a vaulting case. He, then he came up then then he patented began for pointing out some of the benefits of this Tesla turbine. Then before we come to the benefit part, I want to tell about the construction of a Tesla turbine. Then basic Tesla turbines consist of two parts, stator and rotary part. In the stator part, they are like like exhaust port and the stator outlet. And in rotary part, we have the rotor disc, shaft, and all. Then for rotor is like rotor. For a rotor, we come for like a disc. Disc is a like smooth disc which is connected on a shaft, and each disc has one opening for that to pass on the fluid. And for stator part, it is like a housing of like our turbine, which will be like where the conversion of energy takes place. Like fluid will be entered inside the shaft by the nozzle, and it will make the turbine to run. Then I want to tell you about the boundary layer concept. As you all can see in the screen, a layer of fluid developing in the fluid with a high Reynolds number. There is a like for a boundary layer. What is the boundary layer mean? Is it the thin layer of fluid interacting with the disc, and that is called as the boundary layer. And interaction of the fluid with the solid surface is called as the boundary layer effect. Then for the working part, sorry, for working part, as you all can see the diagram, like the fluid enters inside a turbine with the help of a nozzle, with the help of a like. Then the fluid enters and it start then the fluid enters inside a turbine, and it it, um, it comes in a contact with a disc. Then the disc will they will be having like then there will be like adhesive force acting on the disc. So the disc will rotate due to the viscosity and adhesive surface, and by which by which the energy of a fluid gets converted into the and adds the energy to the disk. By that, the disk rotates, and it will pass on the like fluid, say, pass on the energy, and it will transfer from one disk to another disk due to opening casing. By that the disk rotates, and due to that, a shaft rotates and it generates electricity. Now I want to show about the flow trajectory. So it's video to play. So now you can see the flow trajectory. As the flow enters the turbine, we all can see this like starting the velocity is low, sir. as it goes on increasing, and starting the flow is turbulent. Then as it will be rotating, the flow will get laminar. Flow will get laminar, and pressure will be increased inside the turbine, and hence it will make the disk to rotate, and therefore shaft to generate energy. Then I want to tell about the efficiency of this turbine. Tesla turbine has claimed that theoretical efficiency is ordered to 95, but when we tried for actual turbine actual efficiency, it came 60%. So which tells us that, but actually it is better than our conventional turbine, but it is not even yet proved. So it is hypothetical turbine. Then I want to tell you about some of the advantages. It is the cheap. Its construction is very easy. There is no like many costly parts and all, but it's cheap and all. And as it includes the fluid mechanism, so there will be no pollution and all. And we can use variety of fluid like laminar, turbulent, Newtonium, and many fluids. For conventional turbines, can't use Newtonium fluid and all. If we reverse this process, we can use it also as a pump also, as it is like a fluid, like it is a turbine like fluid type. So there will be no maintenance cost and all, because they won't produce like a damage and all. And we have the production cost of is less only, and it is bladeless, so there will be no risk of our blade will get damaged and all due to like fluid and all. And we can use this turbine not only with liquids and all, we can use it as air, used by air, steam, and gas also. It is proven, but it is rarely used because we what we expect the efficiency to get, we are not getting that. Then now we come for disadvantages. The main point as we told before, like they are like proven, but they are not replaced by conventional turbine, because conventional turbine are mostly used to like generate high torque and all. But in this high torque is not mostly required, or what we expect we are not got, because it produces the energy, but we need the main part to get the high torque. Then it is like undeveloped, because again after Tesla, like many more scientists have tried to develop it, and there are many other different types of Tesla turbines made by others. Then we can see the loss of energy due to friction, because as we all saw at the flow trajectory and the working of it. Disc are like smooth, so like there will be like friction, there will be low friction at all the disc between. So in the starting, the many amount of energy will get lost in that. Then I want to tell about the applications. These are used in like medical purpose, like for if we reverse the process, then we can use it for blood pumping. Then Tesla turbine is used for pump fluid, like, and that only, so we can use different type of pump or different type of liquid, then or rather than only laminate to turbulent. Then I want to conclude my like saying like despite of its inefficiency, the Tesla turbine has still some of the better advantages, and production costs of the disc are much lower than the blade, and overall design is simpler and more easily manufactured. And we can use like a variety of fluid for this kind of disc. And I took this all for reference, like 2 papers. Thank you, sir.
Okay. As you told, this is a bladeless.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. There you are using some disc, is it?
Yeah, sir.
So that disc is made up of which metals there?
So aluminum, sir.
Aluminum. Fine.
Yeah, sir.
So is there both side of the disc the fluid is flowing,
Yeah, sir.
or in between like two disc at the middle of that
Yeah,
only
sir.
the fluid is circulating?
Between the two disc fluid is flowing, sir.
Means the two disc is required for the
Yeah, sir.
inside the casing. The
Yeah,
two
sir.
discs are required. Is it?
No, sir. Like
Okay.
they require many, sir. Like for a small Tesla turbine, we'll be requiring from four to five discs, sir. It depends on the dimensions, sir.
Okay. Many maximum how many discs you can use right now?
21,
The
sir.
number of
21, sir.
21.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 21. Shall we call it as how many stages of that?
It's like they will be like we will be needing like a more amount of, so like for like
Okay. Fine.
when Tesla
Okay. One more.
Tesla did.
At present. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So at present. Okay. So So at least what is its flow rate? What is its capacity? Maximum capacity it can discharge this.
Flow rate and capacity.
Hmm.
According to for old time Arduino, so for small and also it will be taking some around. Mm,
Okay. And one more thing, as the fluid enters now inside the disk,
yes, sir.
okay. So what kind of energy conversion take place? How it will that pressure will get rises inside the disk? As it is a rotary one, as soon as it fluid enters into the disk,
Yes, sir.
okay, how it pressure will get developed? Okay, what changes will take place
So
actually?
due to nozzle, so we'll sending high pressure fluid, so and it
Nozzle is fixed at the beginning. Okay, when
yes,
the
sir.
fluid enters at the inlet only, you are going to fix the nozzle.
Yes, sir. Very
Okay,
electron
then
nozzle, sir. So then
in the nozzle, what
it will
happens? What energy changes take place when the fluid enters to the nozzle?
so fluid pressure get increased, sir.
Fluid pressure increases when it passes through the nozzle.
Yes, sir. High pressure, high
Okay.
temperature.
Okay. At the beginning only it is of the turbulent flow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So then as soon as it passes through, guiding through that circular that
Yes, sir.
wall, then
Uh,
it like
yeah.
spiral flow it will take.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. It's changes, sir. It's around number changes, so it decreases and it comes to laminar flow, sir.
And what different is it to handle the semi-solid fluids like highly viscous fluids? Is it can it
Yes, sir.
handle?
Yes, it can handle it.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir.